wouldn't it, if it was that easy?
You've just said he'll get a locksmith and break in.
You can change my words, you do what you like.
I've got you on film just saying that. Is he?
A bailiff shows up with police backup, fake documents, and a locksmith on standby, and this group shuts the entire operation down with nothing but the law. Watch how one man holds his ground against the system, catches a police officer slipping on camera, and wins. This is the moment they did not see coming. Stay till the end, because this one is unreal.
This is private property. You can film it.
We need to know if they're on the road before we communicate.
They need to provide proof of claim and proof of authority in this case.
We don't consent to actual sanctions.
No. And the documents needs to be proven it's the actual document, so. Don't answer.
No.
Sorry,
We don't want to speak to you.
we need to see a signed in wet ink by a judge liability order. I don't need to tell you who I am.
I don't need to tell you who I am. I don't need to show you.
I haven't asked you who you are.
I don't need to show you anything, do I?
Well, if you want access,
You're on your own today, aren't you, officers?
He's just threatening to break.
are you on your oath?
Today.
Gary,
On your oath?
The law of the land, are you standing on
No,
that today?
no, not about these, mate, because I don't, you know me, I don't understand it. So
Can I just
he
take your
basically
numbers,
told
lads?
me, he told me.
3622.
Well, they know the right time, don't you know me? So
We're here to help him. He doesn't want to engage in conversation with you.
No, clearly we do. Clearly,
break it in now. A couple of choices, mate. Okay, it's laid down in that warrant. You can either pay the fees of what's due on the warrant.
is the warrant signed by a judge?
Is it signed by a judge? Pay fees signed.
Are you legally trained in these matters? Sorry, I don't think you're a solicitor.
Are you here to keep the peace?
Alright guys, this audit goes south real quick. A bailiff shows up at a man's door backed by police, and this group is having absolutely none of it. They're demanding a judge-signed warrant before anyone steps foot inside, and the officers can't produce one. Watch how fast the whole operation starts falling apart the moment someone actually knows their rights.
To keep the peace, yes.
So why this is a private? Why are you?
Well, we're not.
Marston's a private company.
We're not opening the door.
Basically, mate, they've got a warrant there.
They're a private company.
It's a private company. It's a distress. It's not a warrant of entry.
Private company in the sign by the courts.
Who?
It's a legal matter.
Yeah, we don't consent to actual statutes. Legal doesn't apply to us, mate.
You can either let him in, so you can take funds, £400 through assets and what.
None of the stuff in his house is his. He owns the house. It's not his property.
Or if you don't let him in, they'll be calling a locksmith to come do it themselves.
He threatened him. He threatened him.
You're gonna let him break into the house with a locksmith? Are you legally trained?
Are you allowed to do that? They've got a warrant by the court.
Signed by who? Well, who's it signed by?
So those are the hasn't seen the warrant.
We haven't seen a warrant. There's no proof. There's no foundation.
Bailiff showing the warrant.
Hold on a minute.
There's no foundation evidence.
Let the police officers assist in them doing that.
Well, then they'll be taken to court then.
You need to see the warrant. You need to see the warrant, mate.
I don't understand what the police's interest is in a private company if we can't see a warrant signed by a judge.
Now here is where it gets interesting. The group exposes that this bailiff is not a court official, he represents a private company. They draw a hard line between a distress warrant and an actual legal warrant, and they challenge whether statutory law even applies to them. The officers have no real answer, and the cracks in the bailiff's authority are already starting to show.
And that's what we're preventing. He's trying to break into this house.
We accept common law.
Are you allowed to assist? Yeah, we're not breaching it.
Okay, you can't assist him to break into a house. He doesn't have.
Are you
Okay,
allowed
that's
to
fine.
assist?
Okay,
Are you
no
allowed
problem.
to assist them to break into a house?
questions. I said I'm here to prevent breach of peace.
We're not.
Okay, right. The legality of his documents is in question.
Chief Inspector and ask if the police officer is allowed to assist in a break-in. Good luck with that.
But we're asking to see the legitimacy of the documents, and nobody's providing it. So
if I come knocking on your door, you'd want to see proof, wouldn't you?
you're not legally trained. You've seen a photocopied signature on an alleged warrant.
You know the law. You know this is wrong.
He hasn't seen the warrant, mate. You need to see the warrant.
And we're not talking about actual statutes because we don't consent to them. We're talking about common law.
Are you allowed to assist?
Common law.
Are you allowed to? Sorry, are you allowed to?
I'm answering any questions.
Are you allowed to assist in that matter? Now, I want to know if they're allowed to assist in that matter.
He's got a duty to answer your questions because he wants to. It's all on tape. It's all on YouTube.
It's not signed.
Excuse me. No warrant has been served, and it's not a warrant of entry, as far as we know. It's not a warrant of entry. It's not a. It's a. Well, let's see. Yeah. Can we...
This is the moment the group turns directly on the police. They ask one straight question: are you legally allowed to assist in breaking into someone's house? No clear answer comes back. The officer is visibly stuck between the bailiff pushing forward and a group that clearly knows exactly what legal boundaries are being crossed right in front of the camera.
You see the warrant, please?
This is my house, you see. He doesn't have to show you the warrant. Has he got a problem to show? Why doesn't he?
So he can actually just enter someone's property without showing a document on his say-so. Why?
Because I can't disclose.
Wait, what works? What law? What law allows him to do that? So does that mean I can do that? If I say I've got a document, I can bring a locksmith to your house.
Gary, can you ask him to look?
So if I can bring a locksmith to anyone's house without showing you any documentation, well, why can he?
Jay, go with him, so we'll film the warrant, the so-called warrant.
So how can he? The warrant's not signed.
When we make a civil claim later on.
Which I came to you with last time. Okay, this is a distress warrant issued by Cheshire Magistrate Court.
It's to distress you into
by
paying,
order
yes.
of the court.
Where's the signature?
Okay.
I'm not here to answer questions to anybody on a third party.
If you don't know anything, ask me and then you ask him the question. Perfect. Right. If you want to make things difficult.
You set up an appeal, didn't you, with the Crown Court?
No, he didn't.
Yeah?
Have you got
Basically,
evidence
what
to
happened? They
claim?
sent a summons to his house where he didn't live. It got sent back to the Crown Court, didn't it, Gaz? And then they're trying to charge him for it.
I got a letter through yesterday saying I've been charged £100.
So it's in dispute, this matter.
Now I'm still
It's still in dispute.
Gary,
matter,
Gary,
so-
ask him has he got proof of claim because you believe none exists, and proof of authority, even if he thinks he's got proof of claim.
Just to be clear, because what you said to me on the phone earlier is...
He's going to get a locksmith and break in, did you just say?
The bailiff finally puts the warrant on the table. It is issued by Chester Magistrate Court, but the group tears straight through it. No judge signature, no foundation evidence, no proper proof of authority. What looked like the bailiff's strongest moment instantly becomes his weakest. The document they were counting on is falling apart under basic legal questioning.
You've just said he'll get a locksmith and break in.
You can change the words, you do what you like.
I've got you on film just saying that. Is he? Okay, you seem quite pleased about that. Aren't you as a public servant? I'm sorry, I've been polite. I'm asking questions. I mean, a little bit. I wouldn't say it was ridiculous when a police officer. Not at all. I've just recorded a police officer saying that he's going to break into a house.
No one's above the law. He will tell you that. No one is above the law.
Call it what you like.
It wasn't me calling it. It was you.
I speak on behalf of me.
Is he? Okay. Well, well, we'll call the court, and until there's foundation evidence, there's an error of paperwork here, because there's been no proof of authority and no foundation evidence for proof of claim served. We're asking, can we see a warrant signed in wet ink by a judge? We don't believe there is one. And you're saying that he's going to be allowed to break into a house? Lovely.
He's just not agreeing with you, but you can carry on. That's all.
Just let him speak to Gary first.
You got the paperwork?
Well, we're going to check it all now.
Okay, so the reason why you owe the court money is because you set up a date.
No, I didn't set us with the court.
Listen,
Just let Gary talk.
Claims aren't evidence.
Right, the
Wait
court.
till it's finished and then say let him finish. Okay, because you asked to set up a date to get your driving license back.
Right.
Okay, and you're telling me the court.
This is the clip everyone is going to talk about. An officer on camera essentially confirms that a locksmith will be brought in to force entry. The group catches it immediately and calls it out loud and clear. A public servant just admitted on film to assisting a private company in breaking into someone's home. That is not something you can walk back.
Send this to a wrong address. No, didn't give you that. And didn't give you that opportunity. To go to court. Okay. So when I spoke to you about this in February, okay, we managed to speak to somebody at court, and they said they'd give you the opportunity to speak to court again. Yeah. Which you did do. Okay. Yesterday, I received a message from court, okay, Crown Court, to say that the judge wasn't entertaining. We're not here to court.
No, but we're waiting for a letter off the judge because he said another one, 2-1.
Who are you?
None of your business.
So please stop putting in.
I'll just speak to Gary.
Yeah? Thank you.
Free street.
Say aloud, can you speak like that?
I haven't finished yet, because if you remember, somebody used to want to tell me here. Right, so, like I'm telling you, we got a message from court. The decision from the judge is that this is to carry on, and we are...
Oh, excuse me, a judge can't preside over one. No, excuse me, legally, a judge cannot preside over one. You have been granted an application for liability, not a liability order. And there's a big difference. And we're asking for proof. We're asking for proof of your liability order. Gary, ask him for proof of his liability order, because all he's been awarded is an application.
Okay, well, he doesn't want to speak to you, so we
Gary,
can't get a locksmith.
Gary,
If he doesn't want to engage...
Hold on, he's telling him to get the
Go then, lads.
locksmith.
We've
He's
finished
telling him
now.
to get the locksmith. Get that on tape. Get that on tape.
excuse me.
He's getting a locksmith. We've got to explain it to him.
You're being asked for proof of evidence and proof of claim, and you haven't got it. So you can say what you like, but it'll be called out in court. This will go to court, and it will be called that you've got no foundation evidence of proof of authority or proof of claim. No such proof exists. He's refusing to answer legal questions.
Now the group lands their biggest legal punch. They explain that the bailiff does not hold a liability order, he holds an application for one. Gary was never summoned to court properly, never given his opportunity, and a judge cannot rule over someone who was never present. The bailiff has been acting on paperwork that does not give him the authority he thinks it does. This is the turning point of the entire confrontation.
You're a public servant and he's a private company. It's all right, Gary. Gary, what we'll do... He's still not proved it. He's basically instructing the police. You're not going to get away with it, mate, because it will be requested in court for your foundation evidence, and you haven't got any, so you're going to look rather silly.
Explain this again.
I've explained
Right,
it.
he's got no foundation
Basically,
evidence.
he said that it doesn't have to be a warrant in wetting.
Of course it does.
He said it can be a photocopy. He said it can be a photocopy.
That warrant doesn't entitle him to enter the property.
All he needs to know is that there is a warrant in place and there is a warrant with power of entry in place. Simple as.
Right.
But there isn't. It's only the stress one. It's not the power
Right,
of entry.
without
It's the warrant of
providing-
entry, is it? You know what one of them is, don't
Without
you?
providing the evidence of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but
Exactly. But doesn't give a private
Rules
company.
are-
he's got no legal right to enter that property.
No, he hasn't got the authority to go, and if he did, he would have come yesterday with a locksmith or the day before.
And what a judge cannot preside over one. So what is that, gentlemen?
Been threatening him all week.
If he comes with a locksmith, it's 999.
Come last week, yeah.
Gentlemen,
But
you know
he was being really
a judge
cocky,
can't
wasn't
preside over one in court. Gary's not been to court. So what they've been awarded is an application for a liability order, not a liability order. So he's acting on an application as if it's a liability order, and you're saying he can go in with a locksmith? There's an error of law. Right, there's an error of law.
telling you.
It's in dispute, this matter. That's all.
The foundation evidence is missing. The paperwork is wrong. The paperwork's wrong, gents. It can't be done. He's telling you he's got the correct paperwork and you're taking him at his word. You're not legally trained and nor is he. Right, can you ask one of your superiors then if what we're saying is correct, because you're taking him at his word and he hasn't got the legal documents. He has.
The pressure shifts fully onto the officers now. The group calls them out directly for taking a private company representative at his word without verifying a single document. They demand that superiors be contacted. The officers have no legal training. The bailiff has no proper paperwork, and yet they are all still standing at this man's door. The group is not moving an inch.
It's emotional, mate, because they are here to protect the people.
Well, we've already got it on film that one of the officers has said that he's just going to break in and that's that, so...
One said he'd go and get the locksmith.
Yeah.
That's an assistant.
He's an assistant a private company. He hasn't got the right documentation. If he did, we wouldn't be protesting.
Documentation at all.
And we are very peaceful people, officers.
It's a peaceful protest because we know what he's doing.
Yeah, and we know we're in our rights.
He's manipulating the law and the
Not in
police
any
force
birth certificate.
for
You're
profit.
a flesh-breathing person, a real person, got more rights than anybody, more than him, because he's in the company.
Yeah.
As long as you know about how we feel.
Okay,
where we
Gary,
are,
what we do is we ask him for proof of his foundation evidence, right? That is proof of his claim, because we believe none exist, and proof that those laws even apply to you as a person, because he hasn't got either.
We deal in evidence, that's all. You've got better things to do with this, and you stand out with us again, so
Well, it's a waste of police time. That man there has come in with false documents, and he's got you for backup.
false documents, wasting police time. We didn't kill you, we're peaceful people.
He has an application for a liability order, and that is it. That does not entitle you to go into somebody's property. Well, at the end of the day, we can stand in the path and surely the locksmith's not going to physically move us all out the way.
Okay, so who's he found it now?
Don't know, it's phone in his
It's
office.
business to see what to do.
He hasn't got foundation evidence of his proof of claim.
Yeah.
A judge can't rule over one. Gary's not been to court. So what they've been granted is an application for a liability.
That's why I won't show it in the piece of
Yeah,
paper.
because it's not a liability order. No,
Won't show him now. He hasn't got it, that's why.
because he's got an application for a liability order, not a liability order, because a judge can't preside over one.
Everything comes to a head right here. The group physically positions themselves to block entry and delivers their final verdict. No proper warrant, no liability order, no foundation evidence, no legal right to enter that property. The bailiff has nothing left to stand on. He steps away to make a call, and that call never brings him back. The group holds the line completely.
I said, we've not seen it. We've not seen anything. Well, I just said, why don't you radio when you're not legally trained and you're here backing up a private company against people when you're a public servant? I've got that officer there saying he's just going to break into the house.
I know you have. Here you go.
He's not got the right documents. He's not got the right evidence. The police are going to go now.
No, they are. I've just told him he's not going into my property. He's breaking entry in my property.
Exactly.
Come on, let's go and ask him where to go in, Jay.
I wouldn't approach them. Just... Yeah, good luck now, mate, on your own.
Don't be
No?
nice.
Don't give him
Because I've been told give them an education.
That other guy knew I was right there.
Once in an argument, I know you don't like it.
Don't tell him.
I went, what's your name? I went, told me top balls. No chance. He hasn't got the right documentation and the police can't.
I want to make sure we go first, just in case, because I'm going to go make sure we're safe.
No, coming in.
He's going to say, I said to the cop.
20 minutes in there.
Gary, Jake,
Peaceful protest.
on your phone.
Jake, get me a minute. Jake, get me a minute. I've just told the copper that we were. I said they threatening Gary with yous. I said, but we were actually waiting for yous.
So you're locksmith. If the police can't help you, the locksmith's not going to help you either.
No, we're going back to court to sort
Yeah, no,
this
we
out,
said
mate.
that, you know, it's not a police matter, it's a
Yeah, so
civil
why
matter.
did you phone them then?
You're wasting police time, aren't you? Yeah, you're wasting police time.
No, you nodded, you're in agreement.
Well, you've just said it's not a police matter. You called the police. You've just said it isn't. Well, there wasn't a disturbance.
You told me you called the police.
Let's
You
just go.
hadn't.
He's lost. We've won.
Bye, mate. Stay there all you want.
And just like that, it is over. The bailiff walks away. The officers admit it is not a police matter, and the group erupts. A man backed by nothing but knowledge of his rights just turned away a bailiff, a locksmith threat, and a police escort all at once. This is what happens when people refuse to be pushed around without proper legal authority. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.